Did you know that a Catholic invented the McDonald's fish sandwich? The German bishops want laypersons to preach homilies in the Mass, and Pope Leo is heading to Africa. All this and more brought to you today by Church Headlines. Welcome to Church Headlines, your regular Catholic news recap. I'm Brother Darius Lawrence. Let's dive right in. Something very, very unusual just happened in Jerusalem. The historic doors of the Church of the Holy Sepulcher have been removed for restoration. These doors date back to the 12th century, and this is the first major restoration work on them since repairs following a fire in 1810, 200 years ago. But while the doors are being restored, visitors won't just see an empty entrance. Instead, workers installed panels with photo reproductions of the original doors so that the famous entrance still looks the same from the outside. The project is part of ongoing efforts to preserve one of Christianity's most sacred sites, where Christ both died and was buried. Pope Leo XIV has just appointed Archbishop Gabriele Caccia as the Vatican's new ambassador to the United States. The Italian diplomat has been serving as the Holy See's representative to the United Nations in New York since 2019. He replaces Cardinal Christophe Pierre, who retired after turning 80 earlier this year. As Apostolic Nuncio, Caccia will act as both the Vatican's ambassador to the U.S. government and a key link between Rome and the American Catholic Church. It's one of the most important diplomatic posts in the Holy See's global network. Pope Leo XIV is getting ready for a major trip. The Vatican has just announced that the Pope will travel to Africa for 11 days in April, visiting 4 countries: Algeria, Cameroon, Angola, and Equatorial Guinea. It will be his first trip to Africa since becoming Pope, and one of the longest international visits of his pontificate so far. Africa is one of the fastest growing regions of the Catholic Church, so this visit is seen as an important moment of encouragement and support for millions of Catholics across the continent. My Angolan friends from my class here in Rome are super excited about the trip. Can a layperson preach a homily in the Mass? Some bishops in Germany are once again asking the Vatican to allow lay people to preach homilies during the Mass. This proposal was already rejected in 2023, but the bishops are revisiting the issue and asking Rome to reconsider. Under current Catholic teaching and liturgical law, the homily during the Mass is reserved only to ordained clergy, priests or deacons. This is because the homily is meant to be an integral part of the whole priestly ritual of the Mass. Now, of course, lay people can and should preach the gospel, and many are much better preachers than some priests. But the Vatican points out that the space for this is not during the homily, which has a very specific place and purpose within the liturgy. What do you think about this week's stories? Let us know down in the comments section, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with the Catholic world. As a thank you, here's a picture of a meerkat. The English Church is seeing a surprising turnaround. Church attendance has jumped from 3.7 million in 2018 to 5.8 million in 2024, with the largest increase happening among young people. If the trend continues, Catholicism is going to be the largest denomination in England for the first time since the Reformation. That's kind of mind-blowing. Recently, a former director of an Anglican seminary in Oxford entered the Catholic Church. Robin Ward, after years of study and reflection, decided to convert, describing the step as a result of his long spiritual journey. His decision has drawn attention in both Anglican and Catholic circles. And now for some great personal news. Brother Bernardo Ross and I will be getting ordained deacons together with our friend Brother John Sester on September the 5th in Dallas, Texas. For those who might not know, one is ordained first a deacon about a year before becoming a priest. My priestly ordination will be next year here in Rome during the spring of 2027. Please keep us in your prayers. Did you know that a Catholic invented the Filet-O-Fish sandwich at McDonald's because of a Lent problem? In the 1960s, a Cincinnati McDonald's owner named Lou Groen noticed that sales dropped every Friday of Lent because Catholics don't eat meat. The McDonald's store was losing money and was in danger of closing. What was the solution? Create a fish sandwich. After testing it against another sandwich idea from company leadership, the Filet-O-Fish won, and the rest is fast food history. In other words, Lent may have helped invent one of McDonald's most famous menu items. The European Union has awarded Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the Vatican's Secretary of State, the first ever European Order of Merit. The honor recognizes his role in promoting diplomacy, dialogue, and cooperation across Europe. As the Vatican's chief diplomat, Cardinal Parolin has been involved in numerous international negotiations and peace efforts. The award highlights how the Holy See continues to play a unique role on the global stage, often acting as a bridge between nations and cultures. And that wraps up this week's edition of Church Headlines. Thank you for joining us, and God bless.